Today's 2-minute fairy tale is what I like to call the medieval Cinderella. It's called Le Fresne, and it's one of the lays of Marie de France. Lays are basically narrative poems. Marie de France is a poet likely born in France, but then living in England and writing in English during the 12th century. So it starts with the wife of a knight who gives birth to twin girls. At the time, some people believed that if you gave birth to twins, it meant that you'd slept with two men. So the wife of another knight starts saying this to her, like, I think you're a cheater. The mom thinks about killing one of the children to hide her shame, because apparently her husband doesn't know yet. But a handmaiden offers to go hide one of them. She ties an ornate brocade or elaborate fabric to the baby's arm and leaves her under an ash tree. Interesting because ashes are often associated with Cinderella. Cinders, ashes, the German name is Aschenputtel. Anyway, the tree is outside an abbey. The nuns find her, name her La Fresne, which means the ash tree, and they raise her in the nunnery. She grows into a beautiful young woman, and there's this lord who falls in love with her. He becomes a benefactor of the abbey in order to be near her, and they have a love affair. He convinces her to run away with him, but he doesn't marry her, he just keeps her as his concubine. All of his knights are like, you should marry this girl. If she gets pregnant, then your son will be illegitimate. Because that's the most important thing, that your lands can go to your son after your death. But they actually find another noble woman named Ludra, which means hazel tree, and they convince him to marry her because hazels are fertile and ashes are barren. Lucudra's mother comes in to try and get Fresne away, like to get rid of the competition, but then finds out she's sweet and kind and really likes her. La Fresne has accepted she's not going to be the wife, so she prepares the wedding bed with the mom, and she adds that brocade that she was left with to the wedding bed. The mother of Ludra recognizes it because guess what? She's her mom and Ludra is her twin sister. She's welcomed into the family, and even though Ludra and the lord have already gotten married, they annul the marriage the next day so he can marry La Fresne, because now it's okay because she's of noble birth for sure. They find an equally rich, noble husband for Ludra, and everyone ends up happy. True, there's no slipper and no ball, but this follows the elements of the Cinderella story with the whole ash tree thing and an obscure low-class girl, marrying well. But the mother and sister character are lovely and not evil, which is a nice change. Check out my book, Dust Spells, a reimagining of the 12 Dancing Princesses, and my podcast, Folktales and Fairy Lore. Link is in the bio.